We're MSI Building Supplies, a family-owned business that sells pro lumberyard, pro construction material supplies to the large contractors and homeowners in St. Thomas is where we're based, but we supply St. Thomas, St. John, and St. Croix and the BVIs from here. The business is almost 40 years old. My parents started it in 1973, and we plan on being here for a very long time. About 10 years ago, we were talking about various goals the company had or wanted to try and achieve, and one of the things that was on the list was that we wanted to be as green as we could be. Given our industry, it's really hard to be green, and so we seek out products that are green wherever we can, but we had to also look at our footprint, and one of those things was the cost of our electricity and the cost of the electricity. So that was 10 years ago. Fast forward to about a year and a half ago, the numbers started making sense for us to really look at doing solar in a big way. And then PureLogic, we got introduced to PureLogic, and from that we realized that we could make a big size investment in solar, but that it would pay for itself very rapidly. And so between the green motivation and the need for us as a business to be able to control our power expense, it was a no-brainer for us. It was very easy to do the math and realize that this was a good investment for the company.
I'm Brandon Bloom with PureLogic Clean Energy Systems. We recently installed a 100 kilowatt solar PV system on the roof at MSI in St. Thomas. And this is Tommy Brunt. And does this system, this is going to cover about 85 to 89% of what your building used last year. You know about how much that's going to be in dollar savings per month?
That probably represents about, it's probably going to represent about $5,000 savings per month, $5,500, depending on our production.
And how long will it take for this system to pay for itself?
Well, it would take about 3.5 to 5.5 years.
Depending on
what happens, depending on the averages that we actually see. I mean, we have our calculations, but we don't know yet.
What about the maintenance requirements for this PV system?
The way it's designed and the way we've had to deal with it is very little maintenance, if any. It's on top of our roofs. The rain that falls seems to be keeping the panels clean. It's been in place now for about a month, so as you can see, it looks fine. We've not had any maintenance issues, so it's not going to be a problem going forward, in our opinion.
During the construction process, were your operations here at MSI affected at all?
No. PureLogic did a great job. It was turnkey. They brought everything in.
Install that we've done in the Virgin Islands since getting set up this year. We have several more commercial projects that we're going to be starting in the next few months, and we're very excited about the potential here in the Virgin Islands. This place is a mecca for solar. The sun is perfect, the environment's perfect, the weather's perfect, and fortunately for everyone who wants to look into solar, the laws and policies are perfect. WAPA is our friend here. They're allowing us to net meter, which means you don't have to have batteries. You can use the grid essentially as your free storage device, meaning when you feed into the grid during the day and you draw back from the grid at night, you get full value for your solar energy. And that makes the overall investment much, much greater than it otherwise would be. Solar is a long-term investment, and this equipment is designed to last in excess of 25 years. So when we design a system, we make sure that it's going to be there that long, and that means things like considering high wind from hurricanes. 175 mile an hour is something that's well beyond what most stateside systems are designed for. We've picked a module that can withstand that. We've picked attachments to the roof or to the ground that can withstand that. Every system we do is locally engineered with hurricane force winds in mind, and salt mist corrosion is also a special consideration that we've taken care of. So we have many, many things in our design, our equipment choice, that are designed for the Virgin Islands specifically.
This is the inverter where we have the DC electricity coming from the modules on the roof, coming in, being converted to AC, coming out and going to the breaker panels behind you. We protect each side of it where we have lightning arresters on the DC side and surge capacitors on the AC side to protect the equipment. In here we have a total of 14 inverters for a 100 kilowatt system that's mounted on the roof.
Our goal is to affect change as much as possible. We want to put as many panels out there on the roofs as possible, and we found out that we can have a much greater impact people's lives in a much greater way here in the Virgin Islands than we could in Colorado. If it makes sense in Colorado, it makes 4 times as much sense here. And as a result, we relocated our business so that we could really make an impact with the lives of Virgin Islanders.